Konnichiwa, everyone, and welcome to my apartment in Fukuoka, Japan. I arrived on April 21st, so it's been a couple weeks now that I've been settling in nicely to my apartment and making it really homey for myself. For those of you who don't know, Japan has been in a state of emergency, similar to kind of every other country, so I've had a lot of downtime at home and have, one of the things to keep myself occupied over this time is just kind of house projects. So I have really been taking the time to put personalized touches on my apartment. I've, of course, gotten a lot of questions about my living space. I think people have a misconception that all Japanese apartments are crazy, crazy, crazy small. And maybe that's true in Tokyo. I haven't been to Tokyo yet, but I would say in general that's a misconception. I mean, I think it's smaller than US apartments in general, but it's by no means cramped. And for myself, it's kind of the perfect size. So I want to give you all a tour of my apartment as my introduction into Fukuoka. And without further ado, let the tour begin. All right, welcome to my house. So the first thing you do whenever you enter into a Japanese home is you must take your shoes off in the doorway and then put slippers on. So I happen to be barefoot right now, but I would take my shoes off and I would put them in this nice handy dandy shoe cabinet right here next to the entryway. So let me put my slippers on and introduce you to my house. So you can see it goes straight to the back, and that is basically it. So it is kind of small. When you first walk in, you see my washing machine, and here is where I can hang clothes to dry. I also have a pole out on my patio if I wanted to hang things outside. And a little basket here. It is just cold water, and it's only a washing machine, not a dryer. And everything is in Japanese, so I had to use Google Translate to figure out how the heck all of this worked. And so far I have not ruined my clothes, so success. To the other side, I have my bathroom. And this is, of course, the thing that gets so much publicity is the famous fancy smart toilet. It does have a ton of buttons and is pretty nice and high-tech, I would say. The other thing that's really interesting about bathrooms here is when you flush the toilet, water comes out here. I'll even just show you. It just like automatically comes out. Maybe to conserve water so you can wash your hands here. But it doesn't really make sense in this situation because here's the sink. So in a lot of homes, the bathroom is actually in a completely separate room than the rest of the sink and shower. So I guess here you would actually have a case where you could wash your hands. But like I said, in my setup, it doesn't make much of a difference. And then if you go to the other side, I have my shower, which is just a very vast room. No shower curtain. The whole thing is just kind of bathtub and shower combined, but it's pretty nice and spacious and gets good shower pressure, which I am super thankful for. And then you go into my main room, and in my doorway I have some cupboard stuff and a mirror, which recently fell down, but I had it hung up for a bit. And I have, I bought these command hooks from the dollar store, so I have my masks hanging up here. I have both, like surgical masks that you throw away, as well as these reusable cloth ones. If I'm going somewhere where I maybe won't be interacting with people in general, just taking a walk or something, I'll wear these. They obviously don't have a filter, so they're not as safe. So if I'm going to be in a crowded space, I wear my surgical ones since that's a better filter, but it's still something to cover. And in Japan, everybody always wears masks when you go outside. It is very rare, I think, to see someone without a mask, and almost now, personally, I feel almost naked without wearing one outside, so definitely always have these guys on. This one is hand sewn from my bandmate Alyssa, shipped from the US. It's a map of Paris, so that one's really awesome. Thank you, Alyssa. And then we get into my study area, which is, I have some Japanese phrases which I've taped to the walls in an effort to try to learn Japanese. It's coming along really slowly. And some notes for myself. I drew a picture of Japan to highlight some of the cities I want to go to once all of this craziness is over. The other thing that I really love, that I'm getting obsessed with, is called washi tape, which is basically masking tape. But, so it can be easily removed, which is great for putting it on the walls as such, but it comes in so many fun colors and designs. So this is ramen and sushi. Oh my gosh, I've got colorful pineapples, sparkles and hedgehogs. I kind of went a little bit overboard, but quarantine, what are you gonna do? The other thing that I have is a pocket Wi-Fi. This is great. It gives Wi-Fi to my entire house, and it's portable, so I actually take it with me wherever I go, and then it gives my phone Wi-Fi as well. So I don't actually have a phone plan or a data plan here, or even home Wi-Fi. I just have this pocket Wi-Fi here, which gives me everything I need, which is awesome and really easy. And then moving on to my dining area. So this is typical for in Japan. It is floor seating, and so you'll sit on a flat cushion and then and kind of kneel traditional style at the table. And I made these little fun wall decorations out of dollar store fake flowers, little baskets. Again, because I was bored, why not? And the other thing that's really cool about the Japanese style seating, so this table is called a karatsu, and if you'll look underneath, there is a heater which you have to plug in, so it doesn't currently, I don't have the cable, but in the winter time you can turn it on, and it gives you it's basically a heater for your room, and while you're sitting eating, your feet are nice and toasty, and you can drape like a futon. Like, this part is actually movable, so you can lift this part up and drape a futon or a blanket or something inside of the table, and then you get like a little insulated pocket for your feet, which is pretty crazy. I'm excited to try it out in warmer weather. And then, if you flip to the other side, it's my kitchen area. And so it's kind of small, but again, works for me. So I do have my fridge, freezer combo, microwave, toaster oven, a electric kettle, rice cooker, very important here. A lot of dishes containing rice, and kind of curry dishes where you get a packet of sauce and then you put it with rice and meat and vegetables. So use this a ton. And then the other interesting thing, so most Japanese apartments do not have an oven at all. Like, it's not a thing here. But what they do have is called a fish grill, which is this guy right here. So the fish grill is, I guess, exactly what it sounds like. I think it's traditionally made for cooking fish or meat. It is like a grill, so it's not quite the same as an oven. I tried cooking vegetables in there and ended up just charring them to a crisp, so I don't know, we'll try maybe fish. The other cool thing, I guess not cool, but nice, is when I first moved here, I found on Facebook someone posted that they were moving and getting rid of a lot of their kitchen things. So I was able to get all of their spices and some kitchen appliances for free. Because when I first moved in, this place was pretty bare. They gave me the appliances and like basically a set of utensils, and that was it. So that was really helpful. I got some overhead cabinets. The other thing I think that's also interesting, I it's really hard to find paper towels. I don't know if I'm just looking in the wrong spot, but something that's common is just like reusable napkins, I feel like. So I've got some of that. And then coffee commonly is usually, the ways I've seen it typically is a pour over like this. So I bought a pour over with some filters to make my coffee. And then, what else? Oh, should I have any interesting food to show you? Let's see. I need to go grocery shopping, but I packed Reese's eggs from home, so we got a couple of those left. And some instant noodle bowl up there. Not much going on here. And then lastly is my bedroom area. So it's nice. I do have a really big closet, which I have all my suitcases. So when I moved here, I had 3 suitcases. That's it. That's all that I brought with me thus far. And then this, some storage space, yoga mat that I bought here, and I brought my trumpet with me, so whenever oh god, as I drop things. So got my trumpet here, which I'm ready to jam, and I bought, which I now threw on the ground, this mute, which goes into the horn of my trumpet and makes it really quiet, which makes it kind of hard to play, but good for practicing and not making my neighbors really angry at me. So that goes up there. And then if I turn to the side, I have my bedroom area. Typically, or a thing that is common is the bed will be on the floor itself. So it'll just be the futon on the floor, and they won't even have a bed frame. That's how it was when I moved in, but I found that to be really uncomfortable and didn't like the idea of being like closer to the bugs that crawl around on the floor. I guess one of my Western comforts that I wasn't willing to compromise with was a bed, so I went to the equivalent of Japanese IKEA called Notori and bought this bed frame and assembled it myself, which I am so proud of. And then used this, they gave me a TV, but I was like, I don't need a TV. So the TV just lives up there, and I'm like, whatever, I'm not gonna watch TV. And instead I just use it as an end table with my laptop on it, and washi tape for the win. So I was bored and created a mural for myself above my bed, which I feel like just makes my room look way more homey. But here is my washi tape mural, and I found out that 7-Eleven, which is a really it's a convenience store that's just very fancy here and it's all over the place, does free print, or not free, but really cheap printing of pictures. So I even printed out some pictures to put into the washi tape mural. And here's my shout out to Detroit, Lincoln Street Art Park. And I bought some fairy lights to do a little decoration over the bed. Mood lighting at night, so I have those that turn on. Again, I've gone to the dollar store a lot because I'm bored. And it's fun to kind of make ways to make this place homey. This is my only source of light, which is actually kind of unfortunate. It is, let me see if I can focus that up. Okay, so it's unfortunate I don't really have an actual proper window, just this kind of fogged glass patio door, so it doesn't really give me a lot of natural light. And this door, so that's the other thing, is it's kind of like a Japanese sliding door, so it actually comes in 3 parts. So if I wanted, I could close off my bedroom, like that, if I wanted to separate it if I was having people over, but then this room becomes really dark and confined, so I just tend to push it all the way to the side, like that. Opens the place up a bit more. And I'll show you my patio, which is really not that exciting, but so traditionally there will be a bar that goes across here that I can use to hang my laundry on. You'll see it's not a whole lot of space. I do have my air conditioner / heater up here, and then I have neighbors on either side of me. So it is pretty small, enough kind of just to stand out here, but I might put a chair or something out here just for enjoying sitting outside in the summer. And my view, you'll see, is not that interesting either. I'm kind of facing just like a ton of buildings. So, yeah, that's my view of Fukuoka. Fukuoka is really a nice city, so I kind of was unfortunate in getting a view that doesn't do it justice. So there you have it. That is my tiny apartment. I personally love it because it just took me so much effort to get here. So the fact that it's home for me, I love it. I'm totally cool with the size. I'm in a really cool location where I am a couple blocks away from a pedestrian walk street where there's just tons of restaurants and shops. A lot of them are closed. Most of them are closed right now because of the emergency shutdown for coronavirus. But when they open up, there's going to be so many restaurants that I can go to, coffee shops and bars and sake shops and convenience stores that are right nearby, which is convenient, grocery store in walking distance. There's a bike repair shop that gives free bike maintenance, which I purchased a bicycle this past week. So really in a cool location. There's a hill a couple blocks away that has like a nice running trail, a like really ancient shrine a couple blocks away if I wanted to take a walk and be meditative. And then the ocean with one of the city's best beaches is a 10-minute jog slash bike ride away, so a little bit further for walking, but still totally doable. I've run there a couple times in the morning, and it's amazing to get there, have this beautiful beach, and like see the ocean and the bay right before me, and it's all really accessible. So I really love the area I'm in. I'm within walking distance, 5-minute walking distance from the train and bus station, which then is only 2 or 3 stops away from downtown Fukuoka. And Fukuoka, like if I wanted to, I could bicycle. It'd be maybe a half-an-hour bike ride in downtown if I didn't want to take public transportation. So I think I'm in an awesome area, just waiting for everything to open up now, which is making me very eager. But in the meantime, I'm just laying low and enjoying being here, doing a lot of hiking as well. Hiking is really accessible outside of the city. Fukuoka itself is more of a big city, so in the city you've kind of just got some city parks, but it's really easy to get out of the city, and there's some amazing hiking, which I think I'll probably do a vlog on the hiking alone here. So more to come on that, but I think I'm really gonna love Fukuoka. It's gonna be a great city for me as soon as this world pandemic calms down. So until then, yeah, this is where I live. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I can tell you more about Japanese style living. So cool, until next time, bye.